Today, I'm thrilled to have Rupali here with me, trained yoga teacher.
I was a fitness freak. Got married early. There was a physical breakdown which happened. I hurt my back. I was on a bed rest for 3 months. Doctor told me that you cannot even lift your child. So I entered this yoga with the aim of healing myself. Then soon COVID happened.
We have a new name for the coronavirus.
True nature of yoga is it is a part of your life. It is an art of living life. There are asanas which genuinely boost your confidence. The warrior. If you're not happy inside, you cannot make other person happy. It is not impossible. Difficult? Yes. Very difficult? Yes.
What does yoga mean to you now?
I really had no idea that it can change your life like this. One thing at a time. Start with walk. It's not like you have to do it like literally the hardcore exercises or just hit the gym. 9 to 5 job is again very hard. You need to choose your heart. Being fit is also hard. You need to choose your heart.
Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Love, Food and Fitness, where we explore inspiring journeys, unique stories and wisdom of people, which makes our life a little better when we listen to them. So I'm your host Archana Kumar, and this podcast is incredibly close to my heart for various reasons. Like most of you, life has thrown a lot of challenges on me, which are big and small, and pushed me to my limits. In doing so, fitness became something which not only strengthened me, gave me a lot of strength, but also gave me happiness and confidence. Also, to add here, it's very important in this journey that we kind of reach out to people who have also embraced their struggles and come out victorious in their journey. So today I'm thrilled to have Rupali here with me, who is a trained yoga teacher. And she has also challenged herself and healed herself both physically and mentally. While we will hear her story from her in her own words right now, but her story is going to be a complete story of resilience and growth and transformation. And therefore, the name of my second episode truly is going to be Unfolding the Mat, because you're going to unfold her story in her own words. So thank you so much, Rupali, for being here.
Thank you so much, Archana, for having me here for this lovely podcast. And I'm assuming with this podcast, I might help. Even if I help a single person who is listening to this podcast, I think I serve the purpose there. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. So before we begin, actually, I must say that she's also been my teacher. So I've just taken a break for some time, but I'm going to get back to it very soon. So thank you so much for that. So I think a journey always has to be, yeah. So let's start a conversation from the beginning of your journey. When you started, you thought of even taking yoga as a fitness or a healing tool for yourself. What made you start, and how was that journey for you?
So I think, Archana, I will start it as a story of a girl who was born in late 80s, where there were no reels or influencers, or you would say fitness enthusiasts. Yes, fitness enthusiasts per se there were, but not as comparison to right now, what we have them right now. So it was back then. And as an influence, all we have was or had was like your family, your friends, your relatives, who can be your influencers. And looking up to them, we either tried to mirror what they were doing and what we saw them doing, and then maybe what we strongly felt about doing. That was the only thing we had at that time.
That's so true. Now we're exposed to so much more, but back then there was nothing
now
much there.
It's everywhere. No, everywhere. Every kid knows about all the things. Maybe I was like 18 back then when I knew certain stuff, but my son now, who is like much younger than me, he knows a lot, much about a particular thing which I was not aware of in that my age in that time. So so the only things which we were having in that time was school. We were looking forward up to the sports day, the athletics part, and what next. So I was a part of every sports day. I was a fitness freak from the very beginning.
You've been like that since the beginning?
So I was a part of sports every year sports day ka, and then I am into races, though I don't run anymore. But back then, yes, I was into races.
Yeah.
I was in long jumps. I was in short puts. So I've done everything. And then the other thing was martial arts. And that time also we were aware of martial arts.
Yeah.
So I was a part of judo. So
whatever, I think school was giving an opportunity for us to
yes.
do. Yeah.
So judo was another thing which I have done for like good 5 years, from grade 7 to some extent of grade 12. So I played till state level, then didn't pursue because of obvious reasons. We give that boost and that confidence to our kids that if they have a passion of certain thing, then we push them towards that. But back then, our parents were like more and more of academics. So it was not really that they will push you to some sports or something like that. My parents were not like that. I mean, with all due respect to everyone. But yeah, this was the thing in that time. And then it was dance.
Wow.
I was passionate about dancing.
Any particular form of dance or?
No, just my style of dancing. Bollywood, yes, but it is just mostly.
It kind of resonates with me. Dance is something
exactly.
which gives me, it's like meditation, complete, like a go to a different level completely.
Exactly the same word I would say. Happy, yes, happy dance.
Happiness, yeah.
And even if I'm sad or upset, then the music and the dance, the few steps, it used to make me really, really happy.
Yeah.
So though I was a favorite of my yoga teacher back then, but it was not in my radar at that time, the yoga thing. It was not in my radar. I was always a dancing person. And honestly, before yoga, I was a dance teacher. So yoga
you were a dance
later.
teacher as well.
Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't
yoga
know
happened later. Yeah. It was mostly dance teacher when I started working for myself. It's in that way.
Wow.
So this was the thing, that fitness freak, always, like literally always. And then there was this time, got married early in my life, and those likings, it took a backseat. Becoming a wife.
That happens with all
then
of us.
Becoming a daughter-in-law to someone. And then soon after that, becoming a mother to my firstborn son, and then the second child, the girl child of mine. Okay. So it took a backseat. Yeah. Whatever my passion
Unfortunately, that's what happened with all the women.
With every woman. Yeah. It's a story of almost every woman here.
Yeah.
So this was the case. But I even then, I think the universe has its own way to leading you to your true calling. And that's what exactly happened to me when I realized there was a physical breakdown which happened. So I was a gym person always. As I said, yoga was never in a radar. I was either doing dancing to stay fit, or I was going to a gym, hitting the gym all the time. So yeah, I hurt my back. I think it was in 2018 when my daughter was 4 years old. And the thing which hit me hard was when I was told, I was on a bed rest for 3 months. Oh and God. When the doctor told me that you cannot even lift your child, who is 4 years. So I could not even lift my child and hug her tight because it was not allowed. So it really hit me hard. And later...
Complete bed rest?
Complete bed rest.
3 months. Like lower back, that was...
Yeah. So I was almost on the verge of getting a slip disc. But thankfully, I got to know it better. So it saved my back from that particular thing. But the bed rest was definitely there. So I entered this yoga with the aim of healing myself, healing my back. Physically, I wanted to heal myself because you must be knowing, every time you are hurting your any part or body part or anything such, so the doctor will tell you to do yoga. Because you're not allowed to do certain things while gymming or pulling weights or something like that. So I was not allowed to pull weights. And the cardio also, the hardcore cardio, I was not allowed to do that for certain time. So then with that thought to heal myself, I was also told to do yoga. I started doing yoga. Then soon COVID happened. And then... I was in a bad state at that time. So I was just started to do something and then this happened. And we are all stuck in our homes doing nothing. So it was back.
It was a tough time
it was a really, really bad time. So all in all, this was the way when I started after the yoga thing, after this pandemic. So later on, I continued with my journey with yoga, and soon entering the this industry, this new world I found, I realized that it is not just healing your body, physical appearance or physical body or whatever you say. I realized the true nature of yoga is, it is a part of your life. It is an art of living life. So it is not helping you in a way. So gym can help you look good. It strengthens your body parts. It does everything. Running makes you fit. Everything is there. But yoga is actually helping you with your body organs. You understand that point? Okay. If I am going for a massage or if I'm hitting a gym, then I can get fit. Massage can be done on my arm, but it cannot help inside. It cannot help the spleen. So yoga helps you giving that internal massage to your body organs, which are really, really helpful.
So I never looked at yoga like that, but it's beautiful.
That's it. So that's what I knew. I got to know when I entered this beautiful industry, which gave me a purpose to live life in a healthy, very, very healthy way. It was like that. And leaving the physical part, the mental peace I was getting with this yoga. I mean, we all have our ups and downs in our life.
Of course.
So,
but no one is spared with that.
Exactly.
Everybody goes through it.
Exactly. It's not about just being a woman or a man, but it's with everyone. They have their own ups and downs. The ball which is coming to your way.
Everybody gets their share.
Exactly. Yeah. So that mental peace we tend to avoid all the time. And here I would like to say that especially a woman, we tend to ignore all that stuff because we have so many responsibilities. The man also has, with all due respect, but we tend to have that nature that we are only
have more
giving
on their plate than men have. Let's be honest also about it. We don't have to say that men have it all, but no, women have more on their plate actually.
So yeah, it is there, but I don't want to be sound disrespectful about this thing. But we are on podcast. We're having a podcast. Yeah, but it's just that the women have a tendency to give more. Yeah. She will look forward. She will look for her family, for her children, for her husband. Yeah. She tend to avoid her own things. Nice. So with this podcast, I personally want to tell everybody, first of all, that you love your body like you love your child. You love your body to love yourself like you love your spouse or your parents or your siblings. So cliche, but you need to pray your body like a temple, that it's a temple and you have to pray it like that only. Even if at any point of time you're not doing it, which comes in everybody's life, it's not a very good thing you're doing. It's really not. It is giving you so much of trouble and so much of problems, the diseases we get. It is all because of your mental health. It's just true. A saying.
They actually say, mental problems, they actually kind of start reflecting in our physical issues. Exactly. So it's not the other way around.
Exactly.
It's not the other way around. But yes, of course, physical problems also make us feel down and mentally we are kind of affected, but it starts somewhere else.
It starts from this stress. And obviously, you have to take care of your body, but the mental stability is as equal as taking care of your physical health or your emotional health, or we tend to ignore the mental part. So it is very, very important, the mental stability. And this is what I got. I was at peace after my training, the teacher training. I was feeling calm. Whatever was going on in my head or my inside feelings were there, which again, everyone has, but it helped me, to see if the glass is half empty or half full.
Yeah.
So it is like that. It is just right here, and I can also say it's half empty.
Absolutely.
I can also say it's half full.
Absolutely. The way you look at it.
Change the way, the perspective of every problem and every situation. It is like that. Yeah. So it could be different. There has to be different ways for everyone, for every individual. For me, it was yoga, which taught me everything.
See, normally physical fitness, anything we do, it kind of rejuvenates us even mentally. It does that. But in yoga, are there different asanas for physical aspect and the mental aspect? Are there different asanas, or it's like the complete journey which kind of affects both mind and body?
Asanas, see, asanas are there for your physical. So they say that it boosts your confidence. There are asanas which genuinely boost your confidence, the
Wow.
warrior poses. There are asanas where you can actually help your eyesight. There are asanas where you can actually increase your height, like in a particular age. Obviously, I can't do that now, but in the right age,
Right
of course,
age, yeah.
if everyone is doing that, so it's not just the saying per se, but it's all true, and I have experienced it many times, many times. So being from a very normal housewife, okay, who has never worked before, um, the exposure part was never there in my life because I have never worked. I was surrounded with my own family. I was giving everything to my family, but I didn't know how to deal with people. So I was not very confident about talking to people or.
And that happens because you never stepped out of the house
Exactly.
like as an individual completely.
So that
Yeah.
I don't know, that all negative thoughts and all that and underconfidence, all that stuff. Yoga really helped me growing in that field also. We might discuss it later, but it has genuinely helped me in every aspect of my life, in all the aspects of my life. It's not just being physically fit, it's about how beautiful and how strong and fit you are inside, which I am right now. And I'm proud of my decision, which
I can see the glow on the face.
Right, I'm glad you can see that. So, yeah, please say.
So, what made you actually inspired you to take the teacher training program? I just mentioned about it. So, like, learning yoga is a different thing, but becoming like a teacher, like, what made you really take that step?
So, I started with the actual journey, which started was in after COVID, when everything was opened up and we could go to places. We could go outside. Stepping out of the house was a problem back then. So, the actual journey started at that point of time, again, with the only intention of healing myself physically. That was the only intention. But that strong inclination I was feeling inside me for this yoga, I genuinely asked my guru, that the teacher I took training from. So I was like, what next? I mean, you can see I'm good with asanas. I can feel that I'm really good with asanas. He really did mention it many times that you are really good, you're really good. So I told him that I was my yoga teacher's favorite also. So he was like, yeah, I can see that now. So I was like, what next? I mean, so physical part is there. And I have heard a lot about mental peace, and I've heard about being strong from inside. I want to know that journey, where I can start. So he was like, by that time, I didn't know that they give the teacher training course also. I had no idea about that. Okay. It was just once out of nowhere, I asked this question because I wanted to continue with my path. So it's like, as I said, that universe leads you to your own journey. So it just kept on happening after one step to another. So he was like, so you can do the teacher training course. There you will explore the world of meditation. You will explore just a entirely new world you will see, and you can go with that. So it was just a suggestion from his side. It took me a little while, again, being a housewife, not leaving kids for
we can't leave our kids, We can't do that.
It was, I mean, I might sound that it was a very easy time, but it was genuinely not. I had to leave kids for this particular training, which I have never done. I had never done that in my entire life. And it was a 5 days of course where I had to leave my kids and went to Rishikesh. We went to Rishikesh. So it was a very strong decision. But again, as I said, I am really happy and grateful that I took that decision, no matter what will happen.
Sure.
They will take care of
themselves. We always think that something will happen if you're not around, but I think kids also have their own way to kind of handle themselves when the mom is not around.
Exactly. So that fear was also there, that I'm leaving the kids. That guilt was also there. The mamas are always in guilt. I'm sure you know
it never leaves us.
You do whatever.
We haven't done enough. We left them. We haven't done enough.
Exactly. So it was a very difficult decision at that time. But then, yes, I took that decision. I took a month to decide, maybe.
Really?
Yes. to finally say, yes, okay, I am in. So I took a long time. So yeah, finally I did say yes. And trust me, the experience was incredible. It was so beautiful. I didn't know, I had no idea that
Any special moment of that?
there are many special moments like that. Trust me on that. Um, as I was saying, that new world of meditation. So first of all, I couldn't do meditation when we were actually taking that course. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I can't tell you, because the moment I used to close my eyes, there were so many noises in my head where I could not focus.
It
And
happens.
I was the first person to open my eyes within few minutes of starting of that meditation session. And I used to see around and I was like, oh my God, everyone is doing the meditation and I'm not able to close my eyes for a couple of minutes. Why? I was actually very, very embarrassed. And on that, the most embarrassing part was they used to ask your experience.
Okay. How
That
you kind
what
of
did
felt
you-
while
yeah.
doing it, okay?
What did you feel while meditating?
Yeah.
And I was completely blank. I was completely blank. I had no answer to, obviously, I can't say lie, no, that I felt this or that. I don't want to do that. I never wanted to do that. So I used to be just quiet. And thankfully, the gurus, obviously they were gurus, they noticed my struggle.
Yeah.
And they really did help me with all that problems I was going through, which were there inside me for decades, the feelings which we don't share. And it's just, so the problems are also the culmination of the feelings you have kept inside from years and from eon of time. It is like that. So they saw that and they helped me getting rid of those demons inside me, which were there for whatever time.
It must have not been easy. It sounds easy, like taking out the demons is like,
it was not easy.
It's like can take a lifetime off for some people.
I was ready for the physical aspect, that I would see changes in my physical appearance, or I was ready for the internal body organs also, the way it will give an impact, the yoga will impact my organs. I was prepared for that. I was not prepared for this emotional tsunami which was coming, which was soon to come my way. It was a roller coaster ride I had faced in back in Rishikesh. So I don't even know how to explain genuinely in my words. It was so incredible.
Some experiences can't be put in words.
Exactly.
You have to be experienced to kind
I
of
was
feel
not
it.
at all ready for that roller coaster ride. But I can't tell you how peaceful I was after that, with one meditation session, which is really close to my heart, like really close to my heart. It was an emotional breakdown for me. I cried for hours after that, and the rejuvenation after that particular session, the energy I was having, the way to live life, the way to see the problems. I mean, there were certain sessions, not just one session I'm talking about.
Yeah.
One session is very close to my heart, but there were a number of sessions like that, which helped me getting rid of those demons, first of all, and which helped me looking at the positive side of every problem. At least I can take a pause right now if I am having a problem, if there are any circumstances like that. So I will take a pause. I will rewire everything which is going on in my head. I will think about the consequences of my actions now, whatever I am planning to do. So that pause is very important. And I can at least, I'm ready to take that pause. Initially, it was not like that. Back then, 4 or 5 years back, it wasn't like that. But now I can do that. And that is my achievement. I think about the consequences beforehand and I take the decision accordingly. So that self-destructive nature, I would say, which I was having back then, I am not a victim of that anymore. So now at least there is nobody who can just, treat me like a doormat. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to harm anybody intentionally, but I can't let anybody take me for granted. This is what I have learned, and this is all because of my yoga. It's all because of my yoga. It just changed the whole perspective of looking at things, changed me inside out. I was not the same person if you have met me 5 years back.
This is sounding so beautiful. This is sounding so touching and so beautiful, actually.
That's exactly why this is very, very important for me. This yoga is very important for me, and that's exactly why. So I am not the only person, right? Being a woman, again, sorry, being a woman, I'm saying, but
No, that's perfectly fine.
So there are many women like that, and you know what? The best part is with this entire journey, I get that vibe, that this woman is like the way
I was
my
just going to
guru-
ask you, when you're teaching now as a teacher, when you come, your students, when you come across them, they might be having similar kind of issues or problems, and now with a different perspective that you have in your life, are you able to kind of also take them through that journey now?
Yes.
You are?
Absolutely, and that makes me happy. I get that vibe. I catch that vibe, and I have had conversations with few of my students or clients, I would say, and I saw that, that okay, there is a problem going on with you, and I try to let them know, or at least they should be aware of things which we can. So there's a fear inside us, for all of us, fear of losing anything. That what if I take this decision, and what impact I will be having it on my family or my future or on my kids or on my husband or on my father-in-law, my mother-in-law. So many people are there in our lives. So there is always a fear which doesn't allow you to take a step forward.
Yeah, I can completely relate to that. Completely.
Exactly. So that's what I thought. There are many women who just sit on the problem. They know, first of all, accepting a problem is also a problem. Nobody is ready to accept the problem also.
Yeah.
They don't realize it. They take it as a way of living
Accepting
life.
is the first step. First step of healing, actually.
They just think that it's just a way of living life.
Yeah.
This is the way we live life.
Yeah.
And I was one of those women. I thought this is just a way. It is the way life should be.
Yeah.
That's all. So I was always a pleasing person, pleasing this man, or a husband, or my family, or my kids, or my own parents. I was always like that.
Yeah.
What about me? And slowly, after years of married life, and or maybe I would say that when I'm mature enough, or maybe I explored the new side of confidence, and it's not always wrong to place yourself as a priority. It is like that.
It's never wrong.
And I have also noticed that if you're not happy inside, you cannot make other person happy. It's a very temporary phase, but it is not like that permanently you can do that when you are not happy inside.
Yeah. I just kind of remember it in school, in that used to be moral science a class also that we used to have. One teacher taught us, there's in the circle of many things in the universe, in the middle of the center is first I, me, myself. And then the other circle comes of family and, maybe friends or neighborhood or country, city or the universe, whatever comes that way. But the center, the core always has to be first me, myself.
Exactly.
And that's only we can take care of others around us. So I completely understand what you're trying to say.
Even if you are facing any turbulence in the flight, what do they say? They say to put the oxygen mask on yourself first and the person next to you.
Yeah.
It is later. It comes later.
Yeah.
But we don't imply it on our daily life.
Yeah.
We just don't.
We don't.
I want to remind it to everybody that it's not being selfish. Oh, please, no, it's not being selfish. It's like, again, treat yourself, love yourself, and you see the changes. When you are filled with certain thing, with a particular thing, then you have more to give it to others also. Like to your children, to your husband, to your family, to your siblings, to your friends. Because you have it insufficient amount of whatever lacking in yourself, be it love, be it confidence, be it
we all have it within us. We do not tap them properly, we do not use them properly, we cannot explore ourselves only properly.
Exactly. So it is all just change the perspective. It is like that.
It sounds so easy, but that's it's always a journey. It's always a journey,
But
like
it's
one
not
step at a
impossible.
time. Yeah, it's
It's
not
not
impossible.
impossible.
That's right way to put it. It's not
It
impossible.
is not impossible. Difficult? Yes. Very difficult? Yes. Yes, it is. It's not impossible.
Not impossible.
It's not.
I read somewhere even impossible says I am possible. Like that's also a
Yeah.
possibility to kind of
So
look at
again,
things.
half full or half empty. It is like that. Impossible word in itself says I am possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. We've kind of already shared it, but still, what does yoga mean to you now, or what it meant to you probably before you started doing this? Like you said, you were always as a child also you did the yoga, and now the meaning of yoga spiritually or emotionally, has it changed for you, or it like you
Completely. Completely. So back then, I thought yoga is for elders.
That's what you all thought. To बूढ़े लोगों के लिए, something that elderly do that.
I used to feel that.
Yeah.
I was one of those people who used to think that it is for elders. I mean, why do I
we have to go to the
do it?
gym and probably.
So, but not anymore. And
Not
I
anymore.
feel so stupid now to even think of those things. I was really, really foolish that I used to think about that it is for a certain age.
Yeah.
No, it is, especially for kids, yoga is very important. I mean, look around. Every kid have the spectacles now.
Yeah.
Every kid.
Both my daughters have it. So what to wear yours too.
So I didn't know. I really had no idea that it can change your life like this. Not just mentally again. Now for kids, it is physically. I mean, look at the lifestyle we have right now.
Yeah.
Look at the junk these kids are having. So,
and exposure to the screen time and all those things.
I mean, they're just sitting. I mean, yes, there are kids who are, my kids are doing all the physical activities they need to do. But trust me, we have a time schedule, which was not then back then in our time. But now we have that schedule. We have that peer pressure. We have all the facilities, and we end up giving those facilities to our kids, which, of course, our parents didn't do all those things, but it is like, okay, we were not having this thing, so we want to give that particular thing to our kids. It's with every parent, I guess. I don't know. I think it is like that.
That's true.
So this lifestyle, which we only created, by the way, it is not their kids' fault. It is our fault.
Of course, we bring them up.
Exactly. We wanted to give everything which they deserve or which they don't, but we ended up giving all those things to them. Starting from the very beginning, at least they will be having a certain path to continue on. Being fit will be in the radar. It's not just, again, hitting the gym or running. Yes, these things are very important. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But as I said, it is making you strong and giving you that strength internally. So the best age is to start with when you are younger, when you are a kid.
Yeah.
Then slowly you will go forward, the youth, the teenagers, the mental problem they are facing right now.
Yeah, they're going through a lot, actually.
They are going through a lot. It's not their fault, I would say.
They're exposed to so much, and they kind of have to be to the times so much. They really have to be there at all times.
There's no focus. They cannot just focus on certain things or any particular thing. They lack concentration. They lack the confidence, I would say, because again, peer pressure. They very, very soon they think that, okay, I'm not capable of this thing.
Yeah.
That giving up attitude is very easy to be found in these kids. So yes, now if the teenagers also doing this yoga, trust me, Archana, believe you me, it will change them. It will really change them because they are much smarter than what we used to be in that age. They are way more advanced, and the intellectual level is also, I think, plays a very important role. Every kid is very smart nowadays. Every kid, in a certain thing, in their own particular way, they are very, very smart.
Everybody has a unique aspect in them. Yeah.
Exactly. So teenager, it's a very good age. Then when you are in a middle age also, so middle age nowadays is like what we are in 30.
Yeah.
It is like almost like 45. Yeah, when our parents were 45, we are actually facing those problems when we are 30.
Yeah,
30.
that's true.
So, yeah, if you're starting right now, it is helping you in every way. Na? And obviously, in older age, you have to be flexible. And obviously, everyone wants to be on their feet and doing their own chores, not to be dependent on anybody else and creating a problem for everybody, not just for yourself. It is a problem for everyone who is in your family.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the more early you will start your journey to be fit, it will help you only. It is helping you and the rest of the people around you. It is like that. So there is no certain age to start. It's like for everybody. And this is the only thing, yoga is the only thing which is for every age, for that matter. You cannot send your child to hit a gym and pull
At a
weights.
young age, yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
But yoga, you can tell a 4-year-old also, you can tell an 8-year-old also, or a 2-year-old also can do yoga. It is like that.
But would you advise yoga to be done under supervision of a teacher, or as there a lot of exposure to social media and even online, you get a lot of information about different asanas and different things that you can try on your own? Is it okay to kind of start the journey on your own, or it's requirement, like you said, you were under a guru and you were yourself a teacher, so it's important to do it under somebody?
See, for the basic, for a beginner level, I don't think so. Unless and until you are doing it in a right way, it is not necessarily the beginner level.
Okay.
But if you are going to an advanced level, then definitely you need a trainer, or even the YouTube cannot help you in that. The online classes, I am not a very online person that I would teach yoga online. I didn't enjoy it. So, yeah.
I mean, way back, many years back, I was in the gym, trying to kind of become thin and all those things when I started that journey. I injured my knees because I was under nobody. I was just trying to do things on my own. So that's what I felt, that it's important to be under somebody who has the knowledge, who has learned it all, and then probably teach you what is good for you. Because every body is unique. Every person's physical aspects are very different. The pain points are probably your stamina or whatever strength you have. Till what point you can reach also is something different from what you have, what I have.
And it is also, I think you must be knowing this thing, that I will always mention this thing in my classes, that you need to understand your own body. I am a trainer. I don't know what is going on in your body. And my work is to push you a little, but coming out of your comfort zone is your thing to do, and understanding your body is your thing to do. Even if your body is telling you to stop at a certain point or certain level, then you have to listen to your body.
It's important.
And
it's important.
No matter what the trainer is saying, you have to really listen to your body and stop then and there, because it's only you who knows the difference between a little discomfort or a genuine pain which is happening in your body.
You won't know, because I
would not be able to make it out. No, you have to tell me, or any trainer for that matter. So I've always mentioned this in my classes, that please listen to your body always.
So that's the advice probably give to people who are seeking healing.
Yeah, you should know your capabilities. You should know your capacity, where you can reach, or where you need to put a full stop. So it is like that.
You're also writing about your experiences, something. Are you doing something like that? Kind of writing a small little story about your journey. You must do that. It's like a beautiful journey that you've had.
Not yet, but while I thought of this podcast, and I was thinking about the things I have to mention, because there is a lot. Trust me, it's a lot.
I'm sure.
Which I could share, but I should not. So that moment I realized that maybe I can just write it down.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of having that beautiful journey for myself, or maybe in future for my kids. That they should know, because they are just kids. Right now they are in their own world. But in future, maybe...
Because I think we do time, we tend to forget a lot of things what we've gone through. So it's important to kind of write it,
Yeah.
Because this is quite inspirational, the entire journey.
Genuinely, it came, this thought came in my mind.
It did.
And you just, I think, just got me there.
So probably next time we're going to talk about that. Okay, so when you meet probably a friend or a stranger, or somebody wanting to heal physically first, of course, mentally people don't even talk about it in the first go. So where do you probably tell them how to start their journey, be it yoga or fitness? Where do you tell them to begin?
I would say that, again, first of all, this has to be very important, that you realize that physically, I mean, exercise, any sort of exercise,
Yeah.
it is very important. You cannot just keep sitting and keep working. Working is important, but what will you do with all that work and with all that money you've earned? You will end up giving it in the hospitals.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely.
Give time to yourself, and not much time. Say just time management. Okay, just manage your time. Discipline in your life. 30 minutes, 20 minutes. It's not that hard. 20 minutes, it's not hard. Go for a walk. One thing at a time. Start with walk. It's not like you have to do it like literally the hardcore exercises or just hit the gym. No, it's not needed. Start with one thing at a time. Say a little running, say a little brisk walk, or just walk, but sustain on that particular thing. It is not just a matter of one day or 1 week. You have to really keep on doing it for weeks or months, and then if you feel like that you're enjoying, and I am sure you will enjoy. You
Yeah.
will definitely enjoy no matter what you are doing.
Yeah, it happens.
So with the intention of being fit and being healthy and having a good life, a fit life, you will do things, but you need to accept it first. So start with small things. Again, 20 minutes of walk, brisk walk, dance for that matter. 20 minutes, just dance, thinking about nothing. Just be yourself. Give those 20, 30 minutes to yourself, to your passion. And after the exercise part, it is like anything which you like. Even if you're passionate about reading, give those 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your entire day to that reading. Again, it is living for yourself
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
It is like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So healing starts when you try to heal yourself
True.
in whichever way you want. It is like that. As simple as that.
And it takes
Stick
time.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
stick to
kind
that.
of give up very easily. Ek hafta kar liya, we're done for a week and we're done with it and we don't want to do
That
it
way,
anymore.
it will lead you nowhere.
Yeah. So it has to be like a daily effort that is put in every day.
Even
Consistently
the
for a
10
long
minutes
time.
walk. Okay, so I like eating. If I like eating, for any person who likes eating, and you cannot control
Yeah.
that eating part. Okay, no one is telling you to just, get rid of those food. It's not like we want you to starve. It is like, divide the portions. Pasta, you like, okay, have pasta, but a little pasta. Bhature chole, you like bhature chole, okay, have it. A little bhature chole you can have. But don't make it a routine thing.
Yeah.
Don't have it every day. Keep it once in a week. Avoid eating after 7 p.m. Small little changes while you are on a journey of healing yourself physically, internally, mentally. You have to manage your time accordingly and be disciplined about certain things. And these are the only small things you can help yourself. Eating part, exercising part, giving yourself a little time. Just love. Again, not intentionally harm anybody, or I'm not saying that leaving every responsibility of yours, you have to just
No,
give
no, no.
time to yourself. No,
We're still living in the
absolutely
same world. So
not. Yeah, absolutely not. It's just that 24 hours, 24 hours you have.
Yeah.
You can do a lot in those 24 hours.
true.
Don't just scroll your Instagram reels and everything. Don't just keep on learning from Instagram. At least try to apply those things which you are seeing. You are liking everything on Insta, but are you actually doing it in real? It's just real.
Yeah.
Get it in your real life and you will see the changes. It's just simple.
I think you
as
just summed the theme of our podcast, and love food and fitness completely. Yeah, beautiful. But I've also felt in my journey of fitness that it's not only exercising; it's also eating that has to be
Yes.
taken care of. So
Absolutely.
you just said a little bit. What changes did you make in your food lifestyle when you were on this journey of physical healing and mental healing? Were the changes done for you?
Oh, yes. I mean, you cannot reach to any level if you are not disciplined about what you are eating. The exercise is not going to help you always.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it will stop you from gaining weight, but you still have to be very, very sure of what you are putting inside your body. For me, after my yoga journey, I have put an end to all the packaged food.
Okay.
This packaged food is like a slow poison which we are feeding our body with. Everything have so one is packaged food.
Yeah.
The packaged food includes all the biscuits, all the namkeens, all the juices, the Tetra packs, and all of this stuff. It's like really a slow poison to your body. So I have stopped feeding myself, and I have stopped my kids also to have those things. Yeah, I have clearly told them, whenever you see a packet of biscuit or whatever you like for that matter, think about it that it's a dead thing you're having. It will take you nowhere. Yeah. Instead, so I am the first thing I have in my morning, which is not a very healthy thing, but I love my tea, my cup of tea. I really want that. So I am not able
so similar.
Everything I could do, I cannot get rid of that
cup of tea in the morning. Yeah.
But what I have done, a little change which I have made in my life is I am having it with nuts or makhanas and sugar free. Yes, that is very important. On the same note, sugar, excess of sugar, what we are, it is leading us to, it is like we all are aware of nowadays.
Yeah.
So yeah, avoid sugar. We are genuinely having sugar like in our rice or in our atta.
Of course, all the carbs already have sugar in it.
Exactly. So we don't need extra sugar. Yeah. Fruits also, naturally, it is going inside our body. So we don't need another spoon of sugar in our daily routine.
Yeah.
So avoid as much as you can. And packaged food, avoid as much as you can. Stick to vegetables and fruits. Yes, that is also with chemicals and everything, but then it is still better than what we are having.
It's fresh produce, make them fresh,
exactly.
Eat fresh. Yeah.
Pesticides ke saath hai, adulterated hai, I understand. But so in that case, we have to farm. We have to get in that industry also.
Even if you reach that stage, they say even the water flowing from one farm to the other is like...
no end.
So there's no end to it. So it's
exactly. So it is like whatever...
Pesticides will flow.
So precautions, you have to have precautions in your life. So you cannot do everything, like you cannot keep a cow or buffalo at home and have a milk directly from the cow.
That's not possible. Not possible.
Not for everyone.
Yeah.
So at least with the things which are in your hands, we can do all those things.
Take more right decisions, more thoughtful decisions in your
exactly.
yourself,
so little changes which I have made, and I keep on telling it to everybody. This is for your internal body. The other thing which I have kept in my mind since that time is keeping myself at peace, protecting my peace. It is not always needed that you have to answer back, or you have to, in a situation like that you have to keep on proving yourself, justifying yourself. No, it is not needed. It is in your head. The other person doesn't need that. And it is not always important. You don't really have to stoop to that level and keep on arguing or whatever. Just avoid. Try to protect your peace. And that's the only thing which should be at priority to yourself for the people around you. Just like that. So these little changes, the food part, the mental peace, eating till 7 p.m., which is very important. So on that note, I would also want to say, I'm sorry, but it's very, very important. So how much time do you think that we eat food, and how much time do you think that it takes to digest that particular food? Just idea.
See, eating, I think, takes 10-15 minutes when you're sitting a meal. And if you're just talking to somebody, like it's more like a conversation you have sitting with a family, then probably that time extends to a longer period of time. But are they sitting alone and eating 10 minutes, 15 minutes max?
10-15 minutes we eat, and then digestion takes place in your internally and all that. So if we are having our breakfast at say 9 o'clock in the morning, and it takes 6 to 7 hours for that meal to get absorbed and digested in your body, and then you should be having another meal.
Wow.
But 9 o'clock, if we are having our breakfast, then we end up eating at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and in between we have our little snack time.
Also,
So that is also very important for us, which is not needed.
No.
And then, so we didn't give the time to our little stomach, very little stomach. We didn't give the time to digest whatever we have eaten, and we ended up eating another meal. Then again at night, it is not digested the way it should be, but we have eaten another meal, which is not needed. So our stomach can do two things, one thing at a time, which is either it will digest or it will give you the nutrition of food which you have eaten.
Okay.
And what we are doing, we are giving it more. We are just keep on feeding. So the stomach is confused. It is not able to perform in the best way it should be. So either it is digesting or it is giving you the nutrition. But for what we are eating, it is doing both. So we are not even getting the full digestion and we are not even getting the full nutrition. So that's exactly why 6 p.m., 7 p.m., we follow the Western culture like madly, blindly nowadays. But we don't follow this culture. They eat by 6, they eat by 7. We don't follow that. Why do they do that? Because it gives that 12, 13 hours ka gap where in the morning we are having breakfast. So the food which we ate the last day, it is digested completely, and then you're having another meal. Give it 5 hours, 6 hours. Little snack, yes, but that snack should be also not like you're having the carbs or with ghee and all that stuff. So it should be in a certain way that it is in a healthy eating. It's a healthy eating. So that's another thing I would want to tell.
I agree with you, because they always say our stomach is actually working overtime almost all the time, because we are just giving it task after task.
And we are not giving a little relaxation time to our stomach.
Rest, baby, now just rest for some time.
All the time. It's working all the time. Even if we are sleeping, it is working.
Yeah.
So it is like that. It's your stomach. Nurture it, yeah. The way you nurture your kids, it is like that. It is again like that. Nurturing your own body parts, nurturing yourself. It is
loving yourself completely. Yeah.
Exactly.
There was a time yoga actually, they say, started from India, or maybe, the Indian subcontinent. Western countries also. It became very popular here. People lost interest in yoga here in our country, but it's coming back now. They can hear more about yoga. Do you think it's still widely spread, or, there still need to be, the teachings of yoga needs to be still kind of worked upon? More teachers like you are needed in this kind of space?
We have teachers.
You have
Trust
teachers?
me on that. It's just your luck. You're fortunate enough to have a good teacher, or you're not that fortunate, God forbid. So you end up
not liking it.
Everyone is doing yoga training and everyone is teaching right now. But yes, it is very important. If you're fortunate enough, you will get the best of the teacher, who will change your life like upside down, wala thing. So it's all up to you, your destiny and your awareness about certain things. You cannot blindly trust anybody, right?
Yeah.
You have to do your homework.
Yep.
If you're getting into something, so you'll have to do your homework and then keep going ahead. It is like that. So
yeah, always, teacher is always, you can make a different model of a student completely. You can just change your thought process, change your learning, change everything for you. Teacher is
one is just
plays a very
teaching.
important role.
Yeah. He's just teaching. He's just stuck with that money part. Yeah. But one is who is genuinely there for you to tell you the right way of doing things, and will tell you to live your life the way you want it to be, in a better way. Yeah. It is like that. True. Every teacher will not do that. He will come or she will come. They will do the 40 minutes, 50 minutes ka course, and then they will leave. They're not always there for you, but there are teachers who are genuinely there for you, like I got, and what I have learned, obviously I will give that.
Yeah, of course.
It is like that. So I found a best of the teacher, so I want to be the best amongst all.
That happened in my life also, not from fitness or food point of view, but my education. My economics teacher was something which kind of just changed my thought process, and I loved economics so much that I ended up doing economics honors, just because my teacher was so good. My teacher was like just phenomenal. She kind of made the subject so beautiful for me that I had never thought I'll take economics honors in my graduation, but that's what I did. So that kind of then MA economics, everything just happened because that one teacher, that one guru kind of paved my way through.
Exactly.
that this subject is so
that
nice.
role model of yours.
Role model, yeah,
It is
absolutely.
like
I still
that.
remember her, and like, it was so beautiful. So I understand, the teacher is always who can actually change your course of
I
life.
think it's after your
completely.
parents, it's your teachers only.
Absolutely.
It's
In fact, कई बार
absolutely your
कहते हैं even
teacher.
before teacher, guru comes before them also sometimes in life. It does,
Yes.
but
Yes,
yeah,
that's
so-
actually very, very true. So yeah, it all depends on what you are landing on or ended up with. It is like that.
Okay. So coming back to your yoga, what is your favorite asana in that? Like or a favorite time you want to do it? Anything about that favorite thing that that you look forward early in the morning कि मेरे को अब आज ये करना है, something like that.
Learning. Okay, so when I was practicing my asanas, it was like there were many asanas I tried for the first time. So I was always very enthusiastic of doing something new, which I have not done. And trust me, very difficult asanas. Okay, so but I was always, fascinated with the asana of the headstand and handstand, the Shirshasana. So
Okay.
always, like forever, I was fascinated with this asana, and I can completely. The very first day I did that, I was like, oh my god, I just did headstand, and the other day after a few
Like
days,
really standing on your head and with
Yeah,
feet up and head
exactly.
down. Oh my God.
That was something I was like, oh my god, I really did that. And then came to the other thing, handstand. So I did that. So there are many asanas like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Even the Hanuman asana, it is the side split asana. So, oh my god, it was very difficult back then. But it
Now
was
you can do it.
so nice. It was so nice doing all those asanas. There's this little lizard pose, which is very difficult. There's this Mayur asana, which is so difficult. I can't tell you. Mayur asana, if it's like it's on your hands, and your whole body weight is on your hands only, like the way you see a peacock, Mayur asana, the peacock
Wow.
pose. It is like that. It is very difficult, but I got stuck with my headstand and handstand. I was very happy when I did that. So that makes me very happy. It's my moment when I do that. I feel very happy when I do that.
So
Every
you
time.
only do it with your students, like when you're teaching them, you also doing it yourself, or you kind of have your yoga time separately during the day.
No, I have my time.
You have
my
your yoga time.
Yeah. But you will see that glow on my face whenever I'm teaching that handstand and headstand. So you will see that glow on my face, definitely. But my yoga time is my yoga time. I mean, I am talking about my time only, where I do and I feel so happy even till now. It's been years now, but I still feel so happy when I do that.
I can feel it. I can feel it right now. So sometimes, like in my thing, I also felt, sometimes you become not that motivated enough to do it when you get up on a particular day or something like that. So what keeps you or motivated, or how you push yourself the days you're not motivated enough to do your session?
Honestly, Asna, every day you don't feel like doing that hardcore thing.
Yeah.
So what I do on those days is
I'm glad to know it happens with everybody. So it's not only me, it's happening with everybody.
Yeah.
So what do you do to kind of pull yourself out of
Exactly.
it?
I mean, I was also very happy when I got to know about this thing. I had this conversation with my husband, and he was like, "It's okay, it's with everybody." I'm like, "Oh, really? I'm not the only one." It is like that. So I make sure those days that at least I am doing my stretching part, or even if I'm not keen on doing the stretching, I make sure I go for a walk. I make sure that I dance. I make sure of Surya Namaskar.
Okay.
That's very important for me. 3 cycles, 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, 5 rounds of Surya Namaskar. That is the very first thing I will do. It kind of connects me when I'm doing it in open. I go to my terrace and then I perform Surya Namaskar. It connects me with that energy. It's like for the sun.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Surya Namaskar, like the name of it.
So it's genuinely it connects me with that energy, with that bond. It connects me to that Surya Dev, I would say. And so this is the very important thing I do every day, no matter what. Sometimes I end up doing 1 cycle also. It is not like that 3 cycles I have to do. But 1 cycle, definitely yes. I'll do that without any pause for sure.
What about the outfits that one wears? Because I've seen a lot of old people, sorry to say that, they'll just do it in whatever they're wearing, maybe a salwar kameez or a loose jacket or loose pants or whatever. But you think that there's a role of wearing the right outfit that, works mentally to do it better, or it doesn't matter what you're wearing?
The most important thing is to be comfortable in what you're wearing, because yoga, we have all kinds of stretchings.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing some fitted flexible wala clothes, which we get right now, is a different thing. But loose clothes, cotton clothes,
anything is okay. What you're comfortable.
Yeah, you can breathe in those cotton clothes. Yeah. So just being comfortable is very, very important, I guess. It's not about fitted clothes or branded clothes. Being comfortable is very, very important.
It's very important.
And cotton, linen are very good for that purpose. It's like that.
Now that we are exposed to a lot of people, places selling the right kind of...
dry fit hai na? Abhi to wo hai. But cottons, linens, they are also very, very nice. You can wear the loose cotton kurta and the pajama, and then you can carry on with your yoga.
Okay, so while you've been fit, you said in school also you used to do yoga and many other forms, judo and many things that you said. But do you think still, if you want to go back and talk to your own self, maybe when you were a 15-year-old or 18-year-old, you would like to go back and change something in this journey of fitness? You want to go back and restart something?
Not really the journey of fitness, but I would want to tell my younger version that choose wisely. Take decisions wisely. You should know the consequences of what you are getting into. Don't keep on trusting blindly. You really, really have to choose wisely, because what you will be, it depends on the decisions you have taken in your life. I would want to keep on keep reminding to my kids also, choose wisely. It's like, the new business is very hard. 9 to 5 job is again very hard. You need to choose your hard. Marriages are hard. Divorces are hard. You need to choose your hard. Obesity is hard. Being fit is also hard.
You
need to choose your hard. So whatever hard you want to choose, and life will keep on giving you all kinds of shit. I'm sorry, but yeah,
absolutely. Every day is a new challenge in life.
Exactly. So you have to choose your hard, and you have to choose it wisely. That's all. Of course, looking back, there are mistakes which I can see right now. I wish there was somebody who told me in that moment, who kept on reminding me in that moment, choose wisely. It's your life. It's like that. So yeah, it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not related to my fitness journey.
Absolutely.
I am happy the way my fitness journey has gone. I am very, very happy. I have been everywhere. But this is a very practical approach of living life.
You have been linked to being fit somehow because of whatever you've done so far, but there are a lot of people who kind of not even started the fitness journey, and they just kind of ignored their bodies, which they should have worshipped, but they've ignored it. How should they start it now? You have to kind of take, I feel like, baby steps, because just your body is not used to, and you suddenly expose it to something, to kind of go gradually. So how should this journey be started by them?
Absolutely, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yes, in your comfort. Because if you will force yourself for something, you'll end up maybe having this feeling that, okay, this is getting too hard, I can't do this. So go slow, one thing at a time again.
Yeah.
Baby steps. Be particular of doing one thing for a couple of weeks, and then go to take in another
step. The next, keep a new milestone for yourself.
Exactly.
And then follow that.
And it can start with, again, with your meals, with the food you're eating, or with the walks you are doing, physically, exercise, I mean. So stay on that path for a few weeks or a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then add on to your daily routine, the other thing which you have. So it's like, make a journal maybe. It is like very underrated nowadays, but there are people who kept their journals. So just write the aim, your aim related to your fitness or your career, or be it anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like that. So
Yeah.
if it is the fitness you are thinking about right now, so make a journal that you have to have these things in your
Journaling
life.
helps a lot, actually.
Actually. And affirmations.
No, absolutely. Positive thinking, affirmations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So small little changes. I mean, changes as in the physical part, or the affirmations, or manifestations, be it anything, just be disciplined to what you are doing for some time, and then add on the other thing to your list. Then add on the other thing to your list. At least you're sure.
Results will take time, so you have to kind of wait for result to come.
Absolutely. And again, as I said, that you need to choose your heart. Give it a time. No, you have to give it a time, and you will see the changes. Believe you me, you will see the changes. There is no person in this entire world who will do something and they will not see the change in their lives. Yeah. And it is so beautiful. The changes are so beautiful.
Oh, that's so true. But okay, let's have a fun session now.
Yes, please.
Let's have some water. Yeah, please go ahead. So we'll have a rapid fire round now. I'll ask you 5 questions, and anything that comes to your mind first. Any thought that comes, any word that comes to you, anything that comes to your mind first, you can just say that to me. So let's start with
try
that.
My best.
Yes, absolutely. So if, because we have to talk about food, so if yoga were a food, what would that be for you and why?
For me, it's a bowl of fresh fruits. Would give you that instant energy.
Okay.
That the mixture of absolutely the apt sweetness and the sourness, just like a life we live.
Okay.
So for me, yoga is a bowl of fresh fruits. Like
wow.
Literally plucking from the tree and having it right there. The freshness, the relaxation, and the satisfaction you get.
Oh, I'm just imagining watermelon right now.
Yeah. So it's like that. I'm proud of myself.
Okay, so I've seen you always practicing on your yoga mat. So if your yoga mat now becomes human and starts talking to you, what it is going to say to you? What do you think it's going to talk to you about?
That has to be, without any doubt, that has to be, welcome to Rupali. Welcome to your space. Welcome to your home, where you are just you. What Rupali is. That has to be the thing which my mat, my best buddy, will tell you.
Will tell you.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So if you could name a yoga pose after yourself, yoga asana, sorry, after yourself, what would that pose would be? Or that asana would be?
It's a very funny story. I can share it.
Please go ahead.
So I genuinely thought about it a few days back. I genuinely was thinking about it. I don't know from where, but it just came in my mind, and I actually Googled it.
Okay.
And I agreed to that answer which AI gave me, and it was the toe pose. And
toe pose.
The toe is the open embrace, like with all your stretched hands.
Even like a Shah Rukh Khan pose?
I'm not a fan of Shah Rukh Khan, but yeah, we can say that.
That's what kind of pose you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. So that open, stretched pose, which signifies that warm welcome, which
I just want to say welcome.
It's a very welcoming thing, and even it is stretching your body parts, but at the same time, it is like you're in the peace within, and welcoming that. I mean, I don't know, but I could relate to something like that. That it's a pose where I am welcoming, and I can relate to my inner peace. It's like that. So Shah Rukh Khan pose is the other word I found out. I found it as the open embrace pose, the toe pose.
Absolutely. That's going to be the Rupali pose now for me.
Yeah, and for me also.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit of indulgence. So what is your favorite indulgence or favorite snack that you'll have after your yoga? I think like Would you give it a break, or you अब ये खाने का मन कर रहा है? I'm tempted to have that.
That ice cream bowl in my fridge, which my kids ate, it tempts me a lot.
Oh God.
It keeps on calling me every now and
And
then.
you just said we don't have to stop eating sweets. Another ice cream
and
is
so
it.
I listen
You
to
can't
it
help it.
sometimes.
The cravings
I
are
listen
always
to
there.
that voice which kept on calling me. So I listen to that voice sometimes, and I also have my cheat days.
We must have.
I do
We
have,
must have
yeah.
it. It gives us happiness, actually.
But I have made myself very, very sure, restricted to makhanas and my cup of tea now. Or maybe nuts and my tea. It is like that. But yeah, that ice cream
bowl. With some chocolate sauce and
no
some
pain,
nuts
no
on
gain,
it.
no. You have to sacrifice. You have to keep sacrificing
Oh,
something
absolutely.
to gain something and to reach some level. So yeah, but I'm happy. As I said, that I listen to my voice.
It does.
Sometimes.
You must listen to your voice. Your inner voice, your body, you must listen to it.
Yes.
So we have to stick to that.
Yes, definitely. I don't want to starve myself, and I don't want to be like, oh my God, that mouth-watering
You just
feeling.
have to
is
balance.
always
I think you
there.
can eat anything. You just have to balance, maintain that balance completely.
Small portions.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
have small portions
Absolutely.
of everything.
Yeah.
It's not like it's been days I have not eaten ice cream. No, it is not like that. I will take, but I will take a bite. Yes, that's all.
Great. So last question of the rapid fire round.
Yeah.
If you could have one, say, Bollywood celebrity who can come and sit down and you train them, who that person would be, who probably needs it and probably why?
Nobody needs nobody needs that training because they are genuinely very much aware of whatever their celebrities, for God's sake. But yeah, if I could say, then I would say Brad Pitt.
Oh my
I would
God.
I mean, imagine watching him stretching in front of you in itself will take you to Nirvana feeling. Yeah. Come on, yeah. There are many.
You would have attained Nirvana already if he's there.
I mean, there are many for that matter, but yeah, I'm stuck to Brad Pitt. And he's old now, but he's still.
Since we're talking about Brad Pitt, and
yeah, we're talking about Brad Pitt.
What is that one song that kind of motivates you? If it's Brad Pitt around you and that song playing around, which will that be?
I don't.
Okay, not Brad Pitt. What one song that motivates you to probably?
So I would say there's this song which keeps, which is always in my mind. Is I would borrow Michael Jackson's word, where heal the world, make it at peace for you and for me, and for the rest of this human race.
Oh yes, yes.
It's a beautiful song,
yeah.
and I love every word of that song.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
It is like that. I would want to tell it to everybody. Heal yourself. Make it a better place for everyone around you, for yourself as well. So yeah, that would be my song.
So
thank you, Michael Jackson.
Thank you so much,
Rupali. All
Rupali.
these beautiful things.
Yeah. It's been really nice to have this conversation with you. It has been really beautiful. I'm sure people who will listen to us would find it very inspiring and start valuing themselves, start valuing their body also. So thank you so much. Friends, if you'd like to connect with Rupali, we'll have all the details in the description, how to connect with her, to learn from her, learn dance and yoga. You also teach dance right now. So
mostly it is yoga now.
Mostly it is yoga.
Because I have that connection, as I said. So yeah, it's mostly yoga.
That's so nice. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast, and please leave a review howsoever you like our episode. So until next time, stay healthy, stay fit, stay happy. But before I end, something that is very close to my heart is talking about the favorite line of my song. So this time it's going to be Allah ke bande hasde, jo bhi ho kal phir aayega. So here's to life, here's to all of you. Cheers. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.